Welcome to van build number 35. This is our family van 2.0 layout. And if you're new to our channel, my name's Sarah. Me and my husband, Alex, and our awesome team build out custom luxury van conversions with our company, Custom Crafted Vans. This thing is fully loaded on the inside and the outside. So let's jump into it with the details. This is a 2023 170 extended 3500 all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter. And it can seat and sleep four. So let's go inside. First thing you'll notice as you come into the van is we have this amazing swivel passenger bench seat. Now this is in the swiveled position. It does swivel and face forward, which is what we always recommend if you are driving. But then when you get somewhere, you can swivel all the seats around. Both front seats swivel. We only have one swiveled right now. And this swivels to really open up this space here at the passenger sliding door. Makes for great viewing outside your van. We do have a table that we're going to be installing here as well, but clients are picking up tomorrow. We wanted to make sure it was in the perfect location for them, so we don't have it in here yet, but we'll probably mount it in the floor right about here, so that way you have a table up here. It's essentially another hangout space. Now this seat also does fit two car seats side by side. Not every single car seat works. We have a couple of our favorites, the Kleck Foomph, which is a weird name, I know, but I'll link it down below. And then Alex and I actually for our van use these like foldable travel car seats, which are great for this area because then you can fold them and put them away once you get somewhere and you're hanging out. But all in all, this seat is awesome. vanbuildshop.com if you want to shop the seat and the swivel, and you can always email us if you have any questions. If you're doing a DIY build and you want to put this seat into your van, we're happy to help any questions. Now let's get back to talking about this van. Now this is like their hangout space in this van because as you will see in a little bit, there is a platform bed in the rear. So one of the things, this family is actually going to be traveling with baby. They have a pack and play that they're going to set up in here, which is why they wanted the swivel seat, so that the baby has like a little small travel pack and play here at the sliding door to set up at night for sleeping. Above the cab, we have a headliner shelf, which is the perfect place to store all of your window covers and your bug screen. So around the outside of this door, you'll see kind of this black fabric, and that is for the bug screen. The whole thing zips out. That's from our good friend Scott at The Wonderful. We also have them on the back doors, which I'll show you later. But one of the things we love about this is you install them and then you can unzip the whole thing so that if it's winter or just not buggy out, you don't have to keep the screen installed all the time. And then Wonderful also makes stock window covers for your front cab area, slider door, any stock windows that come in your Mercedes Sprinter van. It wouldn't necessarily work with a picture frame window like we do. We use a different company, Strawfoot, for custom window covers that fit the inside dimension of those window frames. That way you can have blackout privacy in your entire van. We'll link the Wonderful and Strawfoot down below if you're interested in checking those out. Again, love Wonderful. That bug screen is like a game changer. Back in the day, there weren't all these awesome products out there, and I never wanted to do a bug screen at the sliding door because aesthetically, I was like, what if I want a pretty picture of my van and I've got this like bug screen and it just doesn't look good and you can't really see the inside of the van. So I love that Scott came up with the idea to have it fully unzippable and removable. Unzippable, is that a word? I don't know, but I just made it up. Okay, back to the van. We've got upper cabinet storage above the bench seat. Again, great place to store stuff. Inside the cabinet, you'll see we got a little box here, and that is for their amazing sound system, which is connected to the head unit, so it plays while you're driving, and you can also Bluetooth to it. So we have a speaker installed at the end of this upper, the end of the kitchen upper, and then two in the rear, so they can again connect to the head unit. The factory stock Mercedes sound system is honestly terrible, so doing that upgrade isn't that much extra money and is definitely well worth it if you're going to be driving long distances. Now, before we jump into the rest of the van, let's talk about some of their design finishes. So all we do is build custom for clients. So everything in this van is picked custom for the client, meaning they got to pick their faucet, their sink, their countertops, their paint color, their ceiling, their flooring, every detail that went into this van. We work one-on-one with clients to make all these decisions, and I love the way theirs came out. She actually had an inspiration photo of a kitchen she loved, which is a great way to design a van. Find something you already love the style of, and then we'll try to match kind of that cohesive design that you like. So I love the way this turned out, kind of that more woodsy, modern, love the green color that they picked, just tied all together beautifully. Kind of our general rule of thumb is like maybe match the floor and the ceiling, but do something different on the counter. If you do all three the same color, it really starts to just be a lot of that one thing. So I love the way that this turned out. We've got our farmhouse style sink, which I have to give a us a little credit because back in the day we used to use a sink that like then I saw on Instagram about 1,000 times in vans, which took me forever to find. And we found a new sink that's even better than the last farmhouse sink. And this one's like a kitchen bar sink and it has such a good finish on it. I know people are concerned about having a white sink in a van, but this isn't gonna break and it's super durable because of the finish that's put on it. If you're looking for the details on all the little products that we put in our vans, check out the blog post link down below where we will link these types of products if you're doing your own build or maybe having somebody else build it. Though I'm not sure why you wouldn't come to Custom Crafted Vans. Hello, if you like our work, why not work with us? Anyways, I sidetrack. So love this sink, love the countertops, and a big fan favorite lately with clients has been doing the solid surface backsplash. So it kind of makes it seamless. You don't have to worry about tile and grout and vibrations down the road, though we haven't had any issues with any tile in any of our van conversions. So this is just a super seamless way to keep your countertop nice and clean, your backsplash easy to clean. And then when you want to cook, a lot of people ask, well, where is the stove? We recommend getting a 1 or 2 burner induction cooktop, depending on what you can fit in your drawers. This one you could actually do a 2 burner. Pull that out, plug it in when you're ready to cook, do all your cooking, and then put your stuff away. And actually our favorite way to cook is our air fryer. With kids and traveling on the road, if you're planning on doing any traveling with kids or grandkids, it is amazing having an air fryer, and we'll get into it in a second. This one has a fridge and a freezer, and so for frozen foods or even refrigerated foods, plugging in your air fryer, it's the easiest way to cook in a van, where you just throw everything inside and then it's such an easy way to cook, and then you can just clean up super quick and you only have one thing to wash. Our battery systems in these vans can handle air fryer or induction. We often put in microwaves. There's lots of different ways to cook in a van. Okay, enough about the cooking spiel. Let's talk about this design again. In the kitchen, we have a 49-liter Isotherm fridge, 3 large drawers for storage, a little bit of storage underneath the sink, and then below the fridge, the wheel well actually comes into play. So we built in around that, and there's a tiny bit of storage down there, but actually part of their stereo system is installed underneath the fridge. So not tons of storage over there. Now let's talk about the wet bath, one of our favorite features, and again, a fan favorite with clients. We actually did another video about the best toilets for van life, so check that out on our channel. But this is kind of our standard wet bath with the separate urine diverting toilet. The urine diverting toilet goes to a holding tank underneath the van. If you want to go number 2, we go into detail in that in our other videos, so be sure to check that out. And then we have our Palisade vinyl wall tile, a custom poplar stained ceiling, and of course a shower in here. So it's really convenient to put this all in one space. That way you can close the door and keep everything enclosed inside your shower so you're not getting water splashing anywhere. And then again, here's the toilet if you want to see it. We even have a waterproof toilet paper holder in here. Very functional, easy design, and that's what we're always striving for, functional and beautiful. Moving on from the bathroom, we have our full length floor to ceiling cabinet down here. This is mostly closet storage. And then we have our awesome 55-liter Isotherm drawer freezer. This is a game changer with kids, just having all this freezer space, again for, oh, it's new, so this hasn't been slid out yet. Having all this extra space for chicken strips, french fries, ice creams, all the things that you want when you're camping. Absolutely love this. We have this in our personal van and I am obsessed with it. I highly recommend. And then at the top, we have our servo touchscreen with all the displays. I'll let Alex go into that, and some of our switches. Now let's talk about the bed. We did a modular platform bed back here, so this whole thing can be removed. This is made by RB Components, so you can take the whole thing out. You've got open storage, garage storage underneath for any of your big items. I do believe this couple wants to travel with bikes, and again, they have babies, so they have a lot of extra gear to bring with them. And so we did our smaller bunk windows back here that do open, so you can have nice fresh air at night, and then our custom window covers that we get made by Strawfoot that attach to a metal strip on the back of the window frame so that you can have blackout privacy back here. We've got a one light control above the bed, and then the main light switch at the end of the kitchen controls all the other lights. That way you can keep one light on when you're getting ready for bed and easily turn that off in your bed without having to get up. One last thing I'll mention while I'm back here is you can kind of see that black fabric at the back door. That is, again, the bug screens from Wonderful that we unzipped for the tour so you guys can kind of see how all of that works. All in all, this van turned out beautifully. I'm so excited for this couple to get on the road and travel with their baby. So one thing I kind of mentioned in the beginning was sleeping arrangements. Obviously, you can fit 2 adults back here. The seat in the front folds into another sleeping space. There's all sorts of cab sleeping arrangements nowadays, like the Kabunk, the Luno. There's just so many options when it comes to sleeping more than 2 people in a van nowadays. And like I mentioned, they actually have a pack and play because they only have 1 kid right now. So they're gonna be setting that up in the front of the van. So all in all, let's go outside and talk about some of the awesome things on the outside of this thing.
So this van comes loaded with some of our very favorite features on the outside, including the Dometic powered awning. So they have a 12-foot Dometic powered awning on this van, which our children love setting this up. Our 4-year-old, when we're camping, when we get to our campsite, his job is to put the awning out. So this is great because it doesn't have the vertical supports that you have with the manual awning, which allows you to not have to worry about your kids knocking into one of the vertical uprights. And it also does have a wind sensor, so it's a little bit windy out right now. If it got too windy, it would actually retract back into the vehicle again. So we love this awning. It is super functional to have. And then on the outside, we did some of our other favorite things, like our exterior truck bed spray, which is the black that you see that covers these plastic panels and goes all the way down. We added our full length running board on the passenger side and our driver's side running board just at the door. We've got the exhaust right here for our S-Bar D2 diesel heater, which heats this whole thing in like 10 minutes. I just took our boys camping last weekend, set the heater, the thermostat to 69, slept great all night, even though it dropped into the high 30s at night while we were camping. On the front, we continued the truck bed spray over the plastic bumper, over the grill, but we left this beautiful Mercedes symbol, of course. They do have an external light kit, so we did a rigid light kit on this van with 4 pod lights on the outside, so 1 on the driver's side, 2 in the rear, and 1 on the passenger side. And then they have a 20-inch light bar mounted up high. Again, I took our boys to City of Rocks over the weekend. I have an exterior light kit on the front of ours, and I was like, yeah, I don't really need to turn this on right now. And then right when I thought that, 3 deer ran across the road right in front of me, and I'm like, you know what? Not worth messing around. I kicked on my LP9s, I turned on my light bar, and I was driving down the road through the National Preserve and didn't have to worry because I could see everything in front of me. I did see some more deer, so I slowed down accordingly. Now, on the driver's side, again, we've got the running board here. We have our Illumines double loop low profile roof rack, which is called their Weekender roof rack. We absolutely love installing this, and one of the big reasons why is because you can walk on it. There are a lot of roof racks out there now that aren't really roof racks. It's kind of just like a fairing on the side of the van, like a trim kit that kind of looks like a roof rack, but it doesn't actually offer any support as far as additional storage up top or the ability to get up on your roof like the Illumines roof rack does. We do have 400 watts of solar up on the roof and a Starlink because they need to be able to work from the road when they are traveling with their little one. And we have the Dometic RTX 2000 air conditioner along with a vent fan so that they can have really good airflow circulation in the van. We have T-vented window on the sliding door. We have their bunk style windows in the back that can also open up. So as far as climate control goes, they are set. Now, this is a 3500 all-wheel drive, and one of the big mistakes that builders and DIYers make when they're building out a van is they forget the suspension. And we did not forget the suspension on this build. We have a full leaf spring replacement with the OptiRate leaf spring by Van Compass. We also have the Van Compass 4.2 suspension kit on here. So we have the Falcon rear shocks, we have the adjustable shocks on the front. So this thing is going to handle so much better in all conditions, highway driving, off-road driving, if we just left it as the stock suspension. And we did gain about 2 inches of lift in the back of the van after we replaced the leaf spring, which in a 3500 clearance is a really big deal. Now, when we come to the back of the van, we really didn't add anything extra here other than lights that you see up top. They don't have a box. Their spare tire is still mounted underneath the van, but they do have the hitch from the factory, so they have the ability to put on, storage options using the factory hitch. And then if we come to the back of the van and open this up, it's a little bit different than our standard build because they live in New York. They like to ski, they like to snowboard, so they wanted storage space for their ski gear, for their snowboards. Again, they have about an 8-month-old boy, so they're also going to be hauling a stroller with them everywhere. We know how that goes. So they have this really big garage space underneath to to fit all of that gear. And then we still have an outdoor shower right here with hot and cold. And then their fill for their 33-gallon freshwater tank is over here on the side. This thing is powered by 810 amp hours of lithium battery by Battle-Born batteries. And then we have a full Victron kit with that. So you can read the entire electrical system from your smartphone using the Victron Connect app. They only have to have one touchscreen display, which is the Victron Serbo touchscreen, and everything reads through that and all communicates and talks to each other from their solar controller to their 2 Orion DC to DC chargers. So they're pulling 60 amps of charging off of the alternator. And that is a whole lot of nerd talk. So if you don't care about that or don't know what that means, there's a million other YouTube videos you can watch that'll explain all of that a little bit more, or hire a builder that knows what they're doing and can help explain that process to you and why it is so important to have all of your components communicate and be from the same brand and not have 6 different controllers spaced all over your van. One of the things our clients always tell us they love about our builds is that they look very homey. You don't see a lot of controls and displays all over the place, and that's one of the things that we strive for, is making this thing feel like a tiny home on wheels. So hope you guys enjoyed this van tour. This is number 35, like Sarah said. We are currently booking out for 2025. So for those of you hoping to be on the road summer, fall of 2025, we'd love to hear from you. There's a link down below where you can fill out a contact form or even book a consult call with me directly. Sarah and I started doing this 7 years ago. We don't have a sales team, still me. I'm the sales team, still the designer, and we have an amazing team of guys that work in our shop to help build these things, and incredible clients, over 35 of them on the road right now. And we hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.